Welcome, folks, to Soldering with Javi, episode number 40. And later, we should be joined by some friends, if everything goes well. And in the meantime, ask your questions. Let me wait for everyone to get here. And guess it'll take a little while for everything to populate, as it always does. Particularly when I haven't. Sometimes I don't announce this. Set it up early enough, so YouTube doesn't put me out there, but they will. They will. And it is Friday, so I can understand people have some things to do. Although in this corona world, there's not too many. It's amazing, though, how I get a lot more viewers thanks to corona than I did before, because everybody's starved for attention. I understand that. I'll do my bit and help wherever I can. I'll provide some entertainment for you. Even if it is in the form of soldering. Welcome, welcome. It's this one's particularly hard. This solder is not as nice as the Weller. I mean, clearly it's doing its part, but not as. There is a difference. There is a difference, a noticeable difference. Howdy, folks. Welcome to the show. And it'll get a little more animated in a little while when our guests come in. But in the meantime, I'm here doing what I normally do at this time. Getting ahead on Javi boxes. How are you, Russ? How's everything going? I'm hoping you drop in a little later. I wanted to tell you some news. I had well, I'll tell you after the show, but it involves a particular neighbor. And code compliance. So that'll get your interest rolling. Luckily, nobody knows it, but well, obviously you know it now if I'm telling you, but well, let's just say I got an in the department because I got a close relative that works there. So I got some leverage, but hey, Bob, how's it going? How's everything? Yeah. Yeah, someone, in short, someone is poking their nose in when it's none of their business, but in the end, the law's on my side, and the sad part is it's going to cost me a little more, and I was trying to save money so I can, I'm trying to appease. I won't say much, but I'm trying to appease the neighbors as quickly as possible because I've got a construction underway, and somehow, because this is an extremely rural area, code compliance was made aware of some issues that are normally just completely ignored, but for some reason or another, they've been called to their attention. So now in the end, the people that get screwed are my neighbors because now I have to pay more money to resolve these issues, which means I was going to landscape the property really nice, And now I'm not because I don't have the money. That's the short version of it. And there's a lot more to it, but a lot more to it. But like I said, Russ, I'll tell you later. It could be a fluke, but there are too many coincidences. And if it is, what I suspect it is, well, then a certain person gets what he wants. I will not have anything to do with him whatsoever. The bad part is when he passes on, which is bound to happen shortly, I will not lift a finger to help the family. I am a nice guy. I love my neighbors. I get along with all my neighbors in this neighborhood, every single one, except one. Except one. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt like 5 or 6 times when my wife said, no, 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 he's a horrible neighbor. And I didn't learn. And sure enough, when the last straw was when he, well, there was a few things he did. And in the end, boy, did he lose out. Not only did he lose out, but now he's suffering from it because nobody in the neighborhood, nobody lifts a finger to help this guy. Nobody. He will, and I hate to be mean, but this guy, hey Dave, I'm talking about my neighbor here, my local neighbor here, that when he passes away, nobody, because nobody likes him in the neighborhood. Nobody's going to lift a finger. He's going to be 3 or 4 days before anybody even knows he's gone. So, it is what it is. People get what they you reap what you sow. Not meaning to quote the Bible, but come on. Anyway, how you doing, Dave?
Great.
Ah,
Absolutely fantastic.
that's awesome to hear. I am soldering components. Gee, big surprise.
Yeah.
Russ, maybe by a little later. He was out there in the chat. How's it going, Dave? Dave Kraus.
Let me turn on where I can see the chat here.
It's
Let's see. Russ Meadows, yeah.
he's in and out. His wife is working, so
Bubbly out there. Dave Krause. Good, good. How y'all doing?
good old Bobby.
That's it, Jake.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
looking.
uploading a video when you sent me the link. It wasn't quite done, so I was trying to get it finished.
Oh, taken care of. Yeah.
I finished the time lapse deal.
Excellent.
So I put it up there. It's unlisted, but I shared the link if anybody wants to go watch. If they didn't get their fill of it the other day, they can go watch it.
Oh, that's good.
Then I realized as I was uploading it, I didn't put it to music or something, so it's just dead silence for all that time. So
Hey, that works.
yeah, but if you put music, people always gripe that they don't like it. So
Yeah. Either that, or you'll end up getting a copyright strike because somebody will complain about it.
yeah,
Even the free stuff sometimes. Yeah, but it is what it is.
yep.
So in the end, I am I don't know. We'll see what I do. Um, my cousins up in Orlando are fuming like you wouldn't believe. They are, they're going. This is just absolutely ridiculous. What, because they're used to a whole different lifestyle. They're used to it. They're agriculturally zoned, so they're used to the neighbors being relatively far away, which mine are sort of, but they're used to you know if it's not on your property and it's none of your business, don't you know you don't care anyway. I don't know what it is with this soldering gun. It just, I don't want to say it stinks, but it's not picking up well. I turn the thing up, I turn it down. I don't even know if this thing's even working here.
Russ says a double dose of no life. He must be referring to my concrete.
Yep.
That's what it's for there, Russ, the people who don't have a life.
Oh, I hear, hang on, he just came in. I just got to finish soldering this and come on. There you go. Goodness gracious, it took forever to heat that.
Burned your finger again, did you?
No, not like last time. Oh my God, that was so funny. So I don't know. Was I live when I did that, or was it after? I don't remember, but it was so funny. I'm tinning. So for those of you, if I wasn't live, and if you weren't here, yesterday I was tinning these little tiny boards, and I'm tinning the four corners. I put a drop of solder. I'm tinning them. So then I go to. I don't know what I did, but I must have picked one up right by the corner that I just finished tinning, to the point that it was a quick thing, and it was like ow, and there was no sizzling involved, but it hurt. I don't even know where it was, so it was that small, but it hurt at the time, and it deformed the solder. That's how hot it was.
I saw it. I don't know if you were live or it was during the show one. I can't remember which, but I know I seen it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Them things hurt.
You're not kidding. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. So I'm basically I'm putting all the wires on, and I'm trying to put it so the inputs will always be red and black. The outputs of the 12 volt, because they're the identical power supply, so I want to differentiate between 12 and 24. You don't want to get those two confused, particularly if you have 12 volt fans. You don't want to put 24 volts to them. 12 volts to the board is no big deal. 12 volts to the fan is a big deal. I mean, 24. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean.
I can tell this is going to be a short show.
Oh man, I'm telling you, it's going to be a short show. Yeah.
I think Dave has just put that video of that time lapse.
Yeah.
It's funny when you think about it. That it takes 2 days to get the time lapse done to be shorter on a computer to view it. It takes twice as long to make it shorter.
Yeah.
There's something up there. I don't understand that.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Takes a while, I guess.
Yeah, it's all condensed down to just a hair over 14 minutes. Days worth of work.
Come here, help me out, girl.
Yeah. So I'll tell you the whole story after the show, Russ, which will be, I'll probably stop at 9 today. What time is it? It's 8:20. Yeah, I'll because I'm a little tired tonight. I got a lot of work tomorrow. I gotta do the usual. I already resolved the issue, so that's not a problem. One of the issues. The other one, I'm just going to get a lawyer for because, hey, lawyer up.
Yeah. Wow. That's not your woodworker buddy, is it?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. Woodworker Doug's a great guy. I mean, in fact, I'm not going to ask him, but my wife was saying, is there any one of the neighbors who wouldn't mind letting you put an RV on their property while you're building? And I said, I'm not going to ask them, but if any of them offer, because before long they'll all know the story.
Oh yeah.
But if any of them offer, yeah, I guarantee you, I'll take them up on it. But there's a few things going on there, and there's a few regulations which, you know what happens if somebody wrongs you. I'm not a direct assault person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a passive aggressive, and throughout the 20 years, 25 years that I've lived here, the particular neighbor that nobody gets along with, well, let's just say not just me, but the rest of the neighborhood has made it extremely difficult to the point that he's put his house up for sale twice.
Wow. Well, there's always one in the neighborhood who's going to be.
There's always one. There's always one. There's always one who can't speak to you straight, and he has to,
Is there a HOA there?
Oh God,
okay.
no.
I was going to say that he would have a little recourse behind it, but if there's not, then I don't know if you have a leg to stand on or not.
Well, I'll tell you later. But it's
Okay.
It's yeah. It is what it is. It's just there's certain coincidences that I do not know for certain that a particular person is at fault. But there is one hell of a coincidence. And everybody is telling me, yeah, don't be stupid, don't be naive. It's definitely him. But you know me, Mr. Give everybody the benefit of the doubt. When my wife gets involved, holy crap, is he gonna that's just pure suffering, because my wife is 100% legal, 100% confrontational, and 100% badass.
Yeah, sounds like mine.
So she will carry out.
Is he going to be watching tonight?
No.
Who's this new Richard guy that just joined us?
No. I don't want to. Yeah. I don't think so. No. It's, and like I said, I don't know that anything is. It could be one hell of a coincidence, and I'm not going to mention his name or anything like that. But basically, what happens is, my wife, like I said, I would never want to live next to my wife if I'm not on her good side.
Hey, the Patricks is here. That's about as bad.
That's about as bad as it gets.
I would love to have the Patricks as a neighbor on the other side of the guy.
Oh.
No, I'm saying I'd love to have him as a neighbor, but I'd love to have him on the other side of the guy because I know the Patricks would be able to deal with a situation like that. But,
oh yeah, he'd take care of it.
Pat, I'll send you a link so you can if you want, I'll be shutting off at 9. You can join us later, and we'll have a nice little private chat about a certain situation that has cropped up. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is, and I don't like having to I don't like having to spend money to deal with injustices that are nobody's business but my own, or I don't know what, whatever you want to call it. But bottom line is, to put it short, in 2 years, the house would have been built, landscaping would have been covering the whole area, and I would have, as I have been, do my best to, keep the neighbors happy and to myself. Now, landscaping will not occur because I don't have enough money for it. So everybody will see the construction. Everybody will see the machinery for a period of a year or two. Everybody will see, in the end, they accomplished nothing, because the thing that they were complaining about, I found out, is perfectly legal during construction. Anyway, so it's just, it's upsetting. It is upsetting. And like I said, it could be all a complete misunderstanding. And it just so happens that the county happened to be coming by a completely rural road.
Russ, we're gonna have to get Javi talking about something else. He's gonna get all wound up and solder.
I see it.
It's coming. I see it coming.
I'll solder my fingers together, guys, before this night is over. Guaranteed. Anyway,
well, let's talk about his Amazon purchases coming up. I'm sure he's got some.
Well, I just made a bunch.
The other day he had. They must
20
tractor trailer deliver that day.
Practically, it was 29 packages, and it was 54 items inside.
Javi probably was that driver's route the whole route. How many stops you got today? One.
It'll be an all day stop.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Let me tell you, I've there was a lady. I won't mention her name, but she's she was the only annoying lady at the post office. She always gave me the eye, and one time I came in, she told I asked for the postal what's it called, the postmaster, the local postmaster. I asked for her because I was talking about an address situation. And when she walked by, she says, "This is the guy I was telling you about." So needless to say, I knew this lady was talking. Well, I didn't have any beef with her. And if anything, I always tried to be, well, in the end, she's a sweetheart to me every time I come in there now. She's super nice. I joke around with her. I don't know if she's talking to me about me behind my back, but regardless, other postal workers I've talked to have rolled their eyes whenever she does certain things. So she doesn't get along with them.
I'll tell you, you haven't been around some of them that I've been around. They'll talk about you to your face.
I like those. I prefer it that way, dude. Please be upfront and forward with me. Don't do this crap.
Mike Bell just joined us.
Tell me what your concern is, and I'll either solve it or I'll tell you that there's no solution. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
But man, don't get me, anyway.
Well, so much for trying to get him sidetracked. We got to think of something else, Dave.
I know.
Huh.
He's
one track mind. And that's the thing. If somebody pisses me off, that's all I think about. That's all that's on my mind. There is no getting rid of it, and it's not that they're in my head. Is now I'm coming up with schemes to make your life miserable. You call that being in your head? That's not good.
No. Oh man.
You know, or let's. I'll go back to my ex-girlfriends. The ones that I have dumped, I have absolutely no anger toward, no resentment toward, and stuff. And if anything, I feel sometimes not that I owe them something, but but I'm happy for them whenever whenever they get the ones that have dumped me. It's not very Christian, but I revel when they grow up and they have 3 divorces.
Oh,
Lord. And I go, boy, did I dodge that bullet. Ha, 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 ha.
That is one vindictive son of a gun.
You don't know the half of it.
You're getting kind of fuzzy, Dave.
Am I fuzzy?
You're fuzzy. You're blurry.
Or
am I blurry?
Wait, you didn't shave today, Dave? You're getting fuzzy?
No, it's blurry. Javi's clear.
Yeah.
Because I got a lot going on. I'm trying to upload that file to Dropbox for that friend of mine that wants to use the video.
It's the new concrete driveway. It's affecting the connection. That's fantastic, though, the new concrete driveway. Okay, this is not enough. I got to put it up to. What do you normally solder at, Russ?
I just use a 30-watt iron. I don't go any higher than a 30-watt iron.
Okay.
And especially on small stuff like that, you probably can't take that much heat anyway.
No, it can't.
I go 30 watts, and that's it.
Yeah, the problem is I'm not even melting the solder. I don't know what's wrong with this thing.
What's it set at?
Right now, 415. It was at 350 Celsius.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's Celsius. Is this Celsius?
No, that's Fahrenheit.
Yeah, you're right.
See, I've never used the variable. It's always been just a 30-watt for me. For the stuff that I did, I didn't need any more than that.
Yeah. It's like my Weller, I'll tap it and it's done. This one, it's like I place it on there, I place it on there, I place it on there. I'm placing a tinned wire on a ball of on a ball of that's already tinned of this thing. And the tin wire doesn't even melt. It's like and I put the solder on the
tip too. Yeah, at 415 degrees, that's an awful lot of heat to be leaving it in one spot trying to make it tin to make it a good connection.
My point, yeah. So I don't like to do that, but
no.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'll be back up there soon and looking forward to tinning from the office.
Is that new soldering thing you just got? The brand
new? Yeah. It worked out well. I was using it yesterday. It worked out pretty well. Let's see, what time is it? It's almost 9. No, it's 8:37. Okay.
8:37 your time. God, Big D's in the house.
Hey, Big D, how's it going? Yep. What was it the other day? The other day I was watching a show. What was it? Penn and Teller. I love Penn and Teller. So I was watching Penn and Teller.
That Fool Me show?
No, it was Bull. Bull S. And then so because what they're doing is they're basically debunking certain things. Like one of them was mediums that
Yeah.
oh, I'm feeling somebody they have a whole crowd and they goes I hear somebody begins with G, initials G. What could it be? Anyone out there with a friend of initial G? Yeah, come on. George? Yes. And the funny part is that they all the tricks and stuff, which for intelligent people like us, it's common sense. You know that they edit the show and 90% of their guesses are off, and they're only showing the stuff that's, oh my God, you talked to my mother, and these mediums and stuff. Well, anyways, it was so funny because during the show, Penn actually, because Teller, is
from Grove.
It's pretty quiet. Penn goes, now we cannot call them.
That woman at the beach dad.
Let me wait till he finishes there. Yeah. So
Yeah.
So Penn says we cannot call them liars because we may open ourselves up for legal suits.
Yeah,
we cannot say scam. So we say bull, S, and we call them douchebags and we call them this. And so he basically is, instead of those words, he says this douchebag and this asshole.
My God.
And it was hilarious. But it's like, hey, that's a good idea. Anytime I want to do something like that in YouTube, I'll just call somebody that, and then I won't have to worry. Let's see here. But anyway. So I ordered some Craig corner clamps. They came in.
Okay.
They came in today. I think I ordered them yesterday. I don't know. It felt like I ordered them yesterday. I don't know. Dave would know. But I ordered some. I also, let's see. My lead screws came in the other day for my mini Gatton. My drag chain came in today. My bearings came in today. My my aluminum came in today. Aluminium,
yeah.
So I'm going to take my time, prepare everything together. But basically, I'm going to do a little video of how long does it take to actually build a Gatton.
Not long if you get after it.
Not long if you get around to it.
And you have one. I know you have one.
I got one somewhere. But yeah, I talked to the officials. Back on that again. I'll skip that talk. Anyway.
All roads lead to Rome, by gosh.
All roads lead to Rome.
So, Javi, how's everything at the homestead? You haven't mentioned it much lately.
Well, it's good. It's good. I got my... I've got everything so tweaked as far as the office stuff that I got to tell you, it was amazing that I got so many things done, and I got to get to the bamboo. That's about the only thing I got to do is my wife is coming up soon to, and all this. And so I am most likely going to, if I know her, she's going to want to exercise or something. So she's going to say, you ready to cut some more bamboo? Which means I have to say yes.
Oh, I've been wanting to say no to that.
No, you can't do that. You know that. You know it. You know it better than I do.
I do, but I still try.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've just looked over on YouTube. I'm blurry as heck, aren't I?
You're pretty blurry.
I think it must be because I'm uploading that thing to that Dropbox.
Yeah, it probably defaulted your image. Sometimes it does. I looked at one from 2 or 3 sessions ago of mine, and I go, "Holy cow!" I didn't realize I was that blurry or that pixelated. I was the stuff. Bamboo,
Yeah.
Andrew Haig, Andrew, I'm coming in on the either the 25th or the 27th. I would love some help so that when my wife comes in the following 2 weeks later, in mid-August, she sees most of it gone. So, I mean,
In other words, she sees progress.
yeah, if you're around, if you're not bored, I could and you know, I could use your help. And Andrew's helped me 2 or 3 times already, and every time he goes out there, I get the work of 3 or 4 people done in a matter of very short amount of time.
A loose donkey.
Why is there a donkey in Russ's house? Bamboo. Yep, I'm looking forward to that. I am. I'm looking forward to clearing out the lake. You know, more bamboo there, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, I thought you meant you needed some bamboo. I tell you, I know a guy that got some. I already made into plywood sheets.
Oh well, I know a guy who's got tons of bamboo, and it's all getting burned. If anybody wants it, call me. Come over my place, and for the simple matter of picking it up and sticking it on your truck, you can have it. Just haul it away.
I'd make a good little fort or a camp in the backyard for the kids.
Nah, not worth it.
See, maybe not for you, but
I've gotten rid of half an acre of bamboo, and I'm about to get rid of another half an acre. Nothing's worth it for me as far as the bamboo is concerned.
I hear you.
I am dying to see the last of it go away.
Every now and then I'll be flipping through YouTube and I'll see these fantastic builds and stuff, and it's always the Asian guys over there that are in the woods and they're cutting bamboo with string and
However,
pulling it together. Oh man!
However, there's a certain bamboo species or a few that they cut, and it's fantastic for that kind of stuff. Not the one that I have.
Not that one. Huh?
No, the one that I have is horrible. First of all, so
Andrew says y'all can figure something out. He says free exercise.
yeah, definitely free exercise, and all the bamboo you can take home. And I'm like the old days. You know how the old days you would go to a friend's house and help them move, and they charge you and you get paid in pizza and beer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not much for beer, but burgers and water, Diet Coke, I got plenty of. So,
in other words, bring your own drink. No Diet Coke allowed.
Yeah, well, you know, if it's a good amount of work, I'll chip in for the drinks.
He says Javi's bamboo is evil and is blocking his view.
Yeah.
Marcello is here.
He's been here.
Well, I just now seen him.
Ah. Oh no. Sorry, Michael was here, not Marcello. Now Marcello's here. Okay. Got me confused. It's so funny. I this probably happens today, but all the regulars that are here every what the every night.
A notification on her, something or other.
Yeah, and then so every now and then, you know, when the regulars come every week, sometimes I don't know. You know, they come in and they go, "Oh, you've been here the whole time," or.
Yeah, he said
or the opposite sometimes happens. It's like they don't comment for about until like they say hello, how are you at the very beginning, and then about an hour later they comment. They go, oh, I haven't seen you here in 2 weeks.
yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
I want to know if I'm pronouncing it right. Was that because when you said it was Italian, I started saying it Marcello. Now, is it Marcello or Marcello? How you prefer it?
I prefer Bob.
I have heard that one before.
Well, you know.
He's on the Canadian side of Niagara Falls.
Yes.
The first way.
Marcello.
Marcello. There you go. Well, that's good.
I wonder if Marcello is a Stargate fan.
I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
Marcello, are you a Stargate fan? Yeah, because there was a Marcello in Stargate. I know there was it might have been, I think it was Marcello. Yeah, it was Marcello is how they pronounced it. He was an ancient
Ah,
that did a lot of really cool stuff.
did you ever see the actual movie?
Seen all the episodes, yeah. Then definitely, he's seen them. The movie, has he seen the movies? Is what you're asking?
I was asking you, but
Me?
it's fine. Now I've seen the movie, but I actually saw the movie after I saw the.
Wait. Arc of Truth or Continuum?
No, not those. I'm talking about
the
the original
Stargate movie.
Stargate.
Yeah, with James Spader and Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Of course.
Now I saw that movie after I saw the first few episodes of the show Stargate.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't see the
Wow.
movie in the beginning, and when I picked it back up and I saw that movie was on, I thought, well, that might be a movie I want to look at. So I did, and I said, this ain't the same people, but it was still a good movie to me. It was really a good movie.
Oh yeah, no, that movie was fantastic. The only thing I wasn't a fan of in that entire movie is, this is my problem, but I'm not particularly fond of that actor that played the god.
Oh,
That boy that looks like a girl.
yeah.
Not
Yeah.
a fan. Not a fan.
Well, maybe that's how he actually was.
Oh, he was. He also played. I'm pretty sure. I want to say. No, I might be wrong. No, I'm wrong on this count. What's the guy's name that played? There was another one who played the Changeling on Star Trek. On the Star Trek where they were in the in Rutha Penke, at the prison facility. That was Iman was the name of that actor. That played a but she's a girl that, well, it was a guy that became a girl. I don't know. The one that was a changeling.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Can't remember.
They were down inside the mining pits in the frozen colony. McCoy and Kirk.
It's been a long damn time.
When it was the undiscovered country, I believe.
Yeah.
Because it was the one where they were accused of killing Chancellor Gorkon. Anyway, yeah, forget it. But this was a monster. I mean, it first was a huge monster, but she turned into a huge monster. But she was
Was it a shapeshifter, huh?
it was a shapeshifter. Later turned into Kirk. And that's when he said, "I can't believe I kissed you." And the other Kirk said, "Must have been a lifelong ambition or a lifelong dream."
Yeah, that's good.
It was funny. It was hilarious. It was.
That's my favorite iteration though, the original. Oh, over even Next Generation, which I liked. But
What's your favorite iteration?
the shows, the difference between the shows, and
yeah.
The original to me was the best, even without having all the special effects like Next Generation had, and other episodes after that. But I liked the interaction between Spock and Bones.
Always, yeah.
The best of all the shows. Nobody had interactions and dialogue back and forth between them.
Those two are just
Spock
hilarious.
and Bones did.
Nope, nobody.
So that's why that's my actual favorite one.
Yeah,
Besides, I like Kirk better than Picard anyway. That's my opinion.
What'd you say? You like Kirk better than Picard?
Oh yeah, because Kirk was a ladies' man. Yeah, Picard not so much.
Yeah.
Anytime there was a lady involved, Kirk was going to be there.
Yep.
Didn't matter if she was green.
That I was just gonna say.
Whatever, don't matter.
I was just gonna say, especially if she's green.
Mm-hmm. No discriminating there, buddy.
Oh man, I have no problems with that.
No, I don't either.
At least I did when I was single.
I still don't. I just don't act on it.
Yep. Hey.
Especially when my wife is sitting right here, can knock a knot on my head.
Yeah. Yep. What are you talking about now? Bagging green chicks.
No, but the drama back and forth between Spock and how they got on each other's nerves and stuff with Spock and Bones was
great classic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was funny.
Classic stuff.
Oh Lord.
Alrighty.
We have John Cousin says Captain Janeway was the best. Oh, she was the prettiest captain. I have to say that. But I didn't get into that show until I saw reruns on the BBC a couple years ago.
I love that show as well.
I started picking it up when I saw it there. That's the first time I got into it.
Yeah, I was a fan of all of them.
Oh yeah, I liked them all, but
I wasn't a particular fan. I didn't find the Enterprise particularly engaging.
No, not really. But I liked it, but it wasn't as good as the others, I don't think.
I mean, I got into it. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
what's her favorite every week?
Jolene Blalock is
Blaylock, yeah.
Yeah, Blaylock is just.
Mm-hmm.
She was incredible in that show.
Yeah.
And in Stargate.
Yeah, I saw her there too. Yeah.
Yeah. She was good as that leader of that. I don't know, that Amazonian, for lack of a better word.
Right. Yeah.
Jaffa sect. We're women and we're proud. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, that's great. Dave says he has no idea what we're talking about. You have to be a geek,
Where is
Dave.
that?
Sci-fi
Yeah.
geek.
I don't know where that noise is.
Kills leave their contact all month long.
Okay, got that. I didn't know where that was coming from.
Something popped up on her computer and she couldn't find where it was speaking from to turn it off.
Corona.
Yep. Corona popped up all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You never know.
I don't know. I'm going to take a nap.
Oh no, Dave's over there trying to get you fired up again.
I'll fire myself up after the in the after show. Speaking of which, it is 8:58. Another couple minutes, and I'll tell you the story. Here's a story of a lovely lady. The beautiful thing is, I've grown up around county commissioners and building and zoning departments, and it's
Dave?
a cakewalk. It's a cakewalk. Yeah, Dave's successful.
He's spouting some Sesame Street on you.
There you go.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
A beautiful day for a neighbor.
Yep. Won't you be my neighbor?
Speaking of really cool neighbors,
I don't have one.
I've got a couple.
I got some over here.
And it's funny because I've got a couple that, and this is where you really got to back off a little, because when you hear somebody say, "Oh yeah, everybody in this neighborhood is wonderful," then you know that guy's a nice guy. When you hear somebody say, "Everyone in this neighborhood, but this guy's a jerk, and this guy's a jerk, and oh man, this guy with the light," I got to tell you, there's a guy on the other side of the vinyl fence, my woodworking buddy called Doug, who I've known him for just a few months now. He seems to be a fantastic, fantastic guy. And being that he's a fellow woodworker, I expect he is cut from our jib.
I gotta take a little snooze in that chair. I got tonight. Lots of things to do tonight.
But anyway, she's got lots of things to do tonight. But the guy that lived there before. Hey Paul, how's it going? The guy that lived there before. That guy Chucky. That guy was pretty nice. He was pretty cool. He was exceptional. Now the thing is, he's an old guy and he was infirmed, and it's a shame. It's really a darn shame, because I mean, this guy was offering to give me his two sheds that he had. "Oh, I'll just roll them onto your property, no problem." This and that, and then and he passed away 2 months later before he can get around to it. He offered to. He says, "Oh, I got an excavator, so anytime you need those to borrow it, just give me a call and I'll have them bring it over." Okay,
wow,
great! It was fantastic. He owned a whole bunch of auto repair dealerships. They're at junkyards, but he created a system where it's like a network for auto dealers, for junkyard dealers, to have parts available
right
immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, there are always trucks moving back and forth between the dealers. So they will, in 9 times out of 10, they can have a part from anywhere across the state, from any of 5 or 10 different locations in a next day.
Yeah.
So you go to a junk. Imagine you go to a junkyard dealer, you see everything on the computer and say, "I need this part." It says it's this price. You want it? They pay it, and we'll have it for you tomorrow. Boom, and it's all. And a little bit of typing. It's already on the truck, along with a bunch of other stuff, you know, and you know, I mean, he was telling me all about it. It was fascinating. That's fascinating. You know, that guy was a good guy. That guy, you know, hey, hook up to my well anytime you want. Just walk into my backyard and just hook up. And I did once or twice. You know, I felt bad doing it, but I did it regardless. So good neighbors, you know. Doug the other day calls me up and he goes to me, goes, hey, listen, are my floodlights bothering you? Because he has a new shop and he's got these floodlights on it. And I said, are you kidding? I can't. What floodlights? Is what I told him. They're 100 feet into his property, okay, and I am another 300 feet away from the fence. So I don't care if those floodlights were aimed directly at me. From 400 feet away, nothing's going to bother me. You know, and if it did, I wouldn't care anyway, because that's the kind of, you know, that's the kind of kindness that I share with others. But with that note, I'm off. Everyone have a wonderful day. Let me send Patrick the link if he's still around and see if he joins us for some idle chatter. And good night, everyone. And I will see you guys on Monday for another wonderful gab session and soldering with Javi. Later. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for coming.
Bye.